Hi, once again, it's Isma. I welcome you back. Thank you for watching this particular video. Today, let's look at something brief, and this is something to do with the difference between the stock market and the forex market. For this case, we're going to be a bit specific on which, because now we see ourselves trading forex in various ways. This is something to do with trading forex as CFDs, trading forex as spot, trading forex as options, trading forex as ETFs. Okay, so there is so many ways of how you can trade forex, but for this particular video, short video, let's look at the two differences between the stock market and the forex market, in particular the CFDs. Okay, so before we can actually go any further, do we know what CFDs are? CFDs are contracts for differences. Now, contracts for differences, if derivative products track the price movement of underlying assets so that traders can speculate on whether the price will rise or particularly fall. Now, when you look at derivatives, when you are trading forex as a derivative, you do not necessarily need to particularly have let's say for a case of USD CAD, you do not necessarily need to have any of these two as currencies that we are looking at, that is the US dollar or the Canadian dollar. For this case, you're actually looking at the speculative move of the market, such that you can bet on whether its prices are actually going up or coming down. So when we are trading forex as a CFD, we do not necessarily need to have any of the underlying assets, and we do not trade physical or underlying assets, but rather trading the prices derived from the underlying assets on which we are actually supposed to bet on whether they are going up or coming down after having a stake, okay, or a risk that is at the end of the day can be a profit or a loss. But again, when it comes to the stock market is actually where we actually see ourselves trading companies or trading company shares, okay? But this time round on exchange, meaning that they have gone public and then we are actually trading them. So when you are trading them, it means that you're actually trading the underlying assets. In other words, you own the asset. Like for instance, if you're trading Facebook, if you're trading Netflix, if you're trading Apple, if you're trading Alibaba, like when you're trading any of these assets, okay, or stocks, okay, but not trading them as CFDs, okay, but you're trading them as assets or underlying assets, you're doing what we refer to as stock trading. So we see ourselves with the main difference between the stock market and the CFDs or the forex market as being one and an underlying asset and the other not having an underlying asset. It's as simple as that. Don't get confused, and I believe this is the main big difference between the stock market and the forex market. And again, we also see ourselves we actually see people like for instance, you can see a Ugandan can trade Netflix, a Ugandan can trade Apple, okay, but because we've already seen ourselves, okay, for the prerequisites for any stock trader should be actually the requirements for any citizen of that appropriate currency, that appropriate country. For instance, if you are an American, you are most likely to trade you are a priority to trade the stocks on the American Stock Exchange as compared to someone in Uganda, because usually the prerequisites, the requirements are the social security number, okay, we see the American passport. So you definitely see that someone who is an American having more priority, okay, or being considered being considered with higher priority as compared to someone in Uganda. So we see ourselves usually being limited from trading. However, we can as well see ourselves trading stocks, okay, but you're in Uganda, but as a CFDs, because remember what I told you, that when we are trading CFDs, we are not trading the real assets. We are trading on prices, or we are speculating on the prices derived from the underlying assets. So meaning that also prices from Alibaba, prices from Netflix, prices from Netflix, Apple, Microsoft can be derived and then be traded by someone in Uganda, but not as underlying stocks, but as CFDs. Hope you really learned out of this short video. Okay, we shall be releasing these particulars, okay, probably on a monthly or weekly basis. So always respond positively to them, and I believe you'll get something out of them. I do sign out. Isma. Don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and share. Bye bye.